So I had I hosted a guest, which was my ex's ex. Now, have y'all ever done this before? Where out of the kindness of your heart, you
No,
host your
bitch.
ex's ex?
No, bitch. We have not done this. No.
No, none of y'all. Anybody? I'm not by myself, am I? Like, okay,
I mean, your
damn.
white
Okay,
friends may have done it, but your black
no,
friends have not.
and 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 they both not white.
Mm, mm,
He's very much not white. He's a tall black professional dancer, not a stripper, professional dancer.
all right now.
Which nothing wrong with that because a stripper is cute. But yeah, he was, he needed and just stayed for a couple of days because he was heading out the country, and so that was interesting because I was like,
Mm.
okay, how this gonna really work? But so, he stayed in
How
the
did
guest
it?
room. He stayed in the guest room, not my room. Um, Good
Okay.
convo. My ex was like, "You don't like him. Y'all gonna get along." And then I realized what he was alluding to. He because he's a talker. He talk, he can out talk me. Like I'm talking. I used to make fun of myself when I said I'm like a crank start motor. Like when I go
Mm,
and I just keep
mm,
going.
yeah,
He got he got twin motors. He got it. I'm like, how do
you
you
got a little
press the stop
turbo.
button? You know,
Yeah.
y'all know when y'all be on the couch talking to your friend, and you know when that conversation running too long, you start holding your head and just start doing this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I heard you for real. That was me for 4 days. 4 days, y'all. Oh,
Wow.
and so he was talking and talking, and I'm like, okay, girl. All right, but there was moments where I'm like, we're talking about our ex, and I don't.
Is this an X before you or after you?
This is an ex after me, I believe, because they were
Ooh.
talking. They were
Ooh.
talking for a second, off and on, but it was like super close.
During you?
Mm-mm. Oh, I check, bitch.
Um,
A bitch checked.
mm,
No, a bitch
mm,
checked. I had the timeline in my head. I was, doo, doo, doo. I had FBI in my head. Boop, 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 boop. I go back down here and trace this cold case down to this one right here and carry it to and that. Okay. Okay. No, no,
wow.
there was no overlap. It was close, but apparently it was after me. So it was,
Mm.
so it was one dude who would look like a broke down Luther Vandross with a bad attitude, and then me, and then him, and I'm like,
It goes sit in the corner. Did you say broke down Luther Vandross?
yes. When he showed me his
Um,
ex and how he put him through it, and I'm like, you let this nigga over here
mm.
run you
Now,
stupid, and
which
he
X
looked
is
that
this?
ugly.
This the one over in Espanol in España.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The
so
Spanish.
inquiring minds are wanting to ask,
Mm-hmm.
¿por qué? Why did he feel like not necessarily why did he now the question isn't why did he feel like y'all this would well the question is why you and why this person didn't have his own friends that he could crash at. I mean, it's 4 days,
So
girl. You can go down to the Hilton for 4 days.
she didn't have the.
I mean, but you professionally dancing. Don't Alvin Ailey pay the girls?
He been out of work for a hot minute, and because he
Mm-mm.
he uh, he injured his back, so he's been out of work for a minute because he's
Mm-mm.
been healing. And the house that he had, or he didn't have, he was living with the owner of the house decided to sell and move to Canada,
Mm.
so they left him
And you
on the
said
out.
he was going out of the country. Where he get the money to go out of the country?
That's what I want to know.
Mm.
But I'm gathering he has a lot of frequent flyer miles because I've seen his videos and whatnot. He's flown all over the country. Like I'm talking about from sea to sun and sea. He been everywhere. So I'm pretty sure them,
To dance?
yeah, to dance. Like he got 13 years worth of
I mean,
mileage.
okay, you could use them flyer miles for a little place to lay your head too. I mean,
Girl, you know what?
it ain't my
I,
business.
and that's exactly what I did. I was like, you know what? I'm just, this is at first. Initially, I was like, okay, you can stay here overnight or whatnot. But I was like, the dude, cool. He not or anything like that. So I'm like, okay,
Okay, mhm.
stay cool. He was a cool dude. He kept my place clean. He packed my whole house.
He didn't bring an animal
No,
with him.
and he packed my whole refrigerator and my pantry full of groceries. He went and
Okay, now.
spent some good dollars, and my freezer is packed with
Okay, now.
meats and treats. So I'm not mad. I am not mad whatsoever. I'm like
Okay, that's a
he
good
left
house
my
guest
house
then.
with lots of food. So I'm
That's a
cool
good
with it.
house guest then. Yeah, yeah,
Good,
yeah.
exactly. Good house guest. He was cool. So shared his weed with me. He was cool. You
Okay.
know, but
Well, had
home.
you a little sleepover
Yeah, like
of
and
the
my ex was like,
peculiar kind.
and my ex was asking me, he's like, y'all didn't hook up on it like that. I was like,
All
no.
right.
I was like, my brain wasn't in that space at all because the conversation was like not doing it for me. I was like, okay, you got you and a therapist need to. No, actually, matter of fact, you need a group therapy
Oop,
session. You need a
oop.
couple years of group therapy session. I don't think you need to fire your therapist because apparently he's some junk. Because
Mm.
according to what you got going on in your head in a relationship with your damage, you need several therapists.
Okay, now.
You need to be put in a headlock in a therapist's office.
Mm.
Like you
Need
need
a
you
therapy
need some.
takedown, goddamn
Yeah,
it.
you need all the help you can get. You need a prayer circle, exorcist, couple therapists.
Y'all, this light is killing the kid.
Like and
My
I was like,
God.
I didn't even give a damn that apparently he got a lot going on in the pants. It's like apparently his dick is huge, but I'm like, Carol,
Oh.
the conversation didn't even want me to even want to go find out. I was like,
Mm. Oh, girl.
mm.
Yeah.
When you meet somebody and the personality is so off that not even that is going to do it for you. You're like,
I mean,
mm,
so
mm.
often a large penis is attached to so many other undesirable things. So,
you
I
know
mean,
you know
what is it to even, what is it to even qualify a person with penis size? you
And
know?
you know what? I have this theory, and I've said it over and over again. I'm like, some tops are emotional bottoms, and big dicks usually come with big emotional issues. For
Mm,
some reason or another, the issue is about as long as the dick is, and sometimes
mm,
it's not a prize for you. That's why some of them do much better on somebody's OnlyFans or on somebody's X feed because if they got to know them, they probably wouldn't want to know them.
yeah, I mean,
That's the reason
if it's
why they
big and they need a shot of Trimex to fucking do anything, then girl,
get
like
it
what are we talking
and
about?
right. So there was a point in the conversation we were talking about our ex, and I'm holding my head like Fernando, what are you doing over here? Fernando, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Mm,
What are you doing, Fernando? Why is this man in your house? Why are you guys why are we two dumb bitches in this house?
mm,
Talking about the same man. Like what are you
talking
doing,
about the
Fernando?
same man.
Why are we
Mm-mm.
like I'm like and then I sent him up you've met Fernando's friends and Fernando's friends I got they're very eclectic. Some of them
Yes,
we just cool. Some of them
the
we like
ragtag bunch, baby.
half of them I done fucked. But you can't you probably never seen where I got a pack of friends where they're all my exes. That's a pro.
Well, we had came to something you had did, and it was you had flung open the closet door or something. But
I have I've only had y'all a confession time. I've only had three exes in my entire life. In my entire life. Actually, no, I've only had two exes in my entire life.
oh,
The one guy I dated in college
mm,
and cheated on me like crazy and was emotionally abusive. He was verbally
mm,
abusive.
mm,
And this guy, which we haven't dated, we dated for a short period of time for eons ago. But
mm,
he made the most impact because it wasn't a bad break. It wasn't a bad traumatic breakup. So, and we're
mm.
still friends. We're still cool. We're still
No,
friends.
no,
Like
no.
this was an adult, mature breaking up. I was very upfront about how I felt about it. And there, I, yeah, there was a moment, I'm like, Oh, now I like now I got the tea on why he broke up with me though. Mhm.
And you had to learn it from the next bitch.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
I don't know if
Because
that's
because you know what? This is what I realized about something I didn't know about my ex is that he can't be direct about how why he do certain things, especially when it comes to like how he's responsible for somebody's emotional distance. So this was I wouldn't want to say call it cowardly, but I get this is what I gotten for a lot of men. That I can be intimidating, and from what I gathered from the ex is that I'm a very dominant personality, and it didn't work. That doesn't sit too well with the ex. The ex
mm.
likes to be the dominant personality, and I am a dominant personality. It's like so two dominant people under one roof don't work. And I'm like, well, that sounds like a
Well, was
toxic
it
male
just that
issue.
was it two dominant people, or was it that you were more dominant than him?
I
Think that might be the issue.
I'm I
Like
am more dominant than him. I'm not like I
exactly. So don't make that my problem.
exactly,
You
exactly.
you walk through life and be the dominant person, but you can't dominate. That seems like a you problem.
It's not like a you problem. I'm like, it's like a you problem. And the thing is that I'm like, if that's the reason why that you broke up with me, or if that's one of the
Move
causations
around,
for me,
sir.
exactly. I'm like, okay,
Move
because the thing is,
around.
I've heard this in me dating where guys find me intimidating because I'm very present. I am who I am. And I'm
Hmm.
okay with that. And, going on 43 years old, I am who I am. I feel like that I'm constantly evolving, but there are certain key factors of me that no, bitch, no, no. If that's your excuse, the funny thing is, my mother went through this when she was dating. Same
Mm,
identical thing. It happened to my mother. This guy broke up with her and said, you intimidate me. You're too, you're too dominant. And you're like, hold on. First of all, if you're telling me that I'm too dominant, what the fuck that make you? Because you're telling me about what you think I am versus actually being able to match my energy or be able to handle this dominant person. This is not about me. This is about you and what you can handle, what your capacity is, and which your insecurities are saying to you. Not about me. Because I was like this before you met me. I'm like this
mm,
when I'm with you, and I'll be like
mm.
this when I'm done when I'm around you and
Yep.
when I'm done with you. So the real deal, Holyfield, is it's about you, not about me. And a me is always going to be a dominant individual. Period. I am not going to sit here and be some passive aggressive somebody in a relationship. This is a forever ship, and a forever ship means that I'm going to be present all day, every day, all the time.
Mm.
And so
Yeah. Yeah.
if you want something else, then
I'm not scaling back who I am
no,
for
bitch.
to appease you. Mm.
No.
Yeah.
And nor should
I had
anybody
this one
else.
man tell me. I had this one man tell me. Uh, he something to the effect of, "Oh well, I don't think I deserve all of that. I don't. You're a lot." And I'm like, hmm.
Mhm.
So you want a little?
Yeah. But
You want less? Okay.
I've seen this though. Like I remember watching one of those things on the video on online that like one of those the pop the balloon thing in this or it was not the pop balloon, it was
Oh, was it
another
the gay one or the straight one?
the gay one. And this
Mm.
dude pressed a reject button on him. And they were getting along, they were vibing. And this dude, you know what this dude's busted ass answer was? You too good to be true.
First of
I
all,
don't
before you
trust
go
you.
into that on the pop the balloon, the answers are always busted. The on the pop the balloon, it's like them folks didn't know where they like. It's like them folks didn't know where they were going that day. Like it was a complete surprise that they were going to be in this forum, in this place, in front of these cameras.
And
Like,
homeboy, like really and truthfully, homeboy was like literally that's exactly what he like when he said, "Oh man," he said, "No, you too good to be true." So you literally are rejecting this guy because he's too good of a person. So what? Wh-
yeah,
First of all, you know what? Leave me out of it.
hmm,
If I'll be happily single if that's what's on the streets right now.
yeah.
Stay in the street, play in traffic. If that, bro, get the fuck out of here. You too good to be true, so I don't want to be with
Mm,
you.
yeah, yeah. Mm.
So what are you trash? I guess so. Answer my own question. You
You know.
old, you old dirty
Yeah,
foot
but I mean,
bastard.
then like a lot of times it's like what you said. It's like they actually don't have the cojones to actually say what they want to say, so they come up with this
Yep,
bullshit of
yep.
"it's me, not you" sort of bullshit that just makes it easier for them to make distance or sever ties. So it's whatever.
You
Fuck
know
off.
what? And the thing is that I've said this for years. I'm like, you know what? I have a knack for people who don't mean me well to find their own exit out of my life.
Yeah.
And I
Exit,
am so
please.
thankful. I am so thankful for that because dudes do have a knack. When they get too close to me, they will find their exit out of my life. And I am so grateful and appreciative of them, catching the note because I don't say anything. They say it before I say it. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you for finding your exit. Thank you for letting me know that you weren't the one or you
Mm,
couldn't be the one.
mm.
So, moving on.
That's right,
You know,
goddamn it.